My name's Hugh Possingham. I'm a scientist at both the University of Queensland and also the chief scientist of a global organisation called the Nature Conservancy. More importantly, in terms of Oxley Creek Common, I'm currently the president of the Friends of Oxley Creek Common. And I've been bird watching here at the Common for the last 15 years, coming here usually every month, counting all the birds I see and working out where they live and what they do and what they eat and how they interact with their habitat. So the Friends of Oxley Creek Common is a fairly informal group. We're here largely to defend the Common against development that we think is unwise. So for the last 15 years we meet regularly. We hold bird walks to introduce people to the Common. We do other activities on the Common, but most of them are fairly low intensity activities because we value the nature here. We have a group called the Tuesday Carers, and they come out and they weed and they get rid of invasive species and they help the native plants come through, and we often do plantings of trees and shrubs as well. So we're here basically firstly to do activities on the Common that makes people value it or gets people to experience it. We're also here to do hands-on work on the Common. And then finally, we work closely with the council and the state government, and we talk to them about what plans they have for the future of the Common, and we've given them an enormous amount of advice about what they could be doing to make the Common even better for water birds and other sorts of wildlife and native vegetation. So Oxley Creek Common I think has almost the biggest bird list of any location in the whole of Brisbane City Council area. So Brisbane is one of the most biodiverse, bird-rich cities in the entire world. Close to 400 species have been recorded from this general area, and of those 400 species, currently 214 species have just been recorded in the last 20 years here at Oxley Creek Common. On a good morning, a good bird watcher can find 80 species of bird in a 2 or 3 hour bird walk down to the lagoons here at the Common. Why is it so important? Partly because it's along Oxley Creek, and Oxley Creek is an incredible corridor that connects up forests down to the sea through the Brisbane River. Partly because it's a big open area of grassland, so some of the interesting birds we get here are birds that you don't normally get in Brisbane because Brisbane doesn't have a lot of grassland and open paddocks. So today we've had a group of 40 bird watchers from BirdLife Queensland, Birds Australia Queensland, and they've been out and we've seen 4 species of bird of prey. We're seeing things like black kite, and those birds that you're seeing here are normally birds that would be in the inland or northern Australia in big open areas, and they have small populations here in the Brisbane City Council area, very small populations. And Oxley Creek Common is one of the only 2 or 3 places you can see these open country birds here in the city. And because so many people come here and it's a nice easy flat walk, we attract a lot of international visitors. So I've been here 300 times and submitted bird lists. We now have 2,800 bird lists, but we think that there's been at least 20,000 bird watching visitors to Oxley Creek Common just in the last 10 years. That's 20,000 visitors spending a morning here. Many of them are overseas and interstate visitors, and all of that generates enormous income from Brisbane City Council area. They tell me from the convention centre that having a person stay in Brisbane for a day generates $606 for the economy. I can guarantee you this location has probably been generating $1 million a year of tourism visits, and it's all voluntary. It's all because the bird watchers put up their bird lists. The bird lists are available online, so somebody sitting in New York or London or New Delhi or Nairobi, they can see what we saw yesterday. And when they come to Brisbane, they know this is a great place for bird watching. They come here with their cameras, they come here with their binoculars, they come here on guided walks, and they enjoy the area because they can easily see a large variety of species really quickly, a 15-minute Uber ride from their hotel in the middle of the city without having to go an hour in a car or far away. We have some wetlands here that are very important. We've had over 80 species of wetland birds. We've had black-necked storks. We've had migratory waders from Siberia turn up. So we've had a whole heap of interesting birds that arrive, again because of the wetlands, because of the open space, and because of the bits of natural habitat that still persist, and because Oxley Creek is this important corridor.